How's everybody doing today? In the world today, we see a lot of negativity on the TV, on the radios, and it's beginning to cause a problem within our communities. I've got two young ladies behind me that are going to give you some insight from the black side of the fence, from the white side of the fence. You all know and you've heard me say it. I truly believe that you can live the life you want to live, you can do the things you want to do, and you can go the places you want to go. Because here in the United States, we are totally free. But when it comes to the issues and the problems that we see nowadays, we start building up these barriers. We start building up these lines. And these two young ladies are going to give you some insight on why we need to stop all of the prejudice. We need to break down these walls. We need to break down these barriers. So give these young ladies your attention. And hopefully you get something out of it coming directly to you from the KJ Effect. Take it away, ladies.
Hey you over there with that nappy hair,
Pale skin,
big lips,
redneck,
stay on your side. Nobody asked for your opinion, just stay where you belong. Black people are so loud and obnoxious.
so ignorant and racist.
White people
are rich, greedy hoarders.
are poor, lazy thieves. Black people are criminals. Trust me when I say they're nothing but no good,
Uptight,
law-breaking,
narrow-minded,
violent, ugly, pathetic human beings. You don't get it and you never will. You'll never understand.
your white privilege.
How you want the world handed to you. Hashtag all lives matter. Your brain is so tiny that the gears that control your thoughts will continue to stand idle. You don't know what it's like, so quit acting like it and maybe take
a step forward.
a step back and see what it's like on my side. As a mixed girl, I get compliments like,
OMG, I love your hair. I wish mine was that curly.
and I accept them with a smile. But for a moment I think about the gallons of chemicals I used to put in my hair to get it like theirs, long and sleek, because I thought all beauty was defined by light people's standards. Why do I continue to talk down to myself because I don't fit in? Even now sometimes
I wish my hair was like yours.
yours.
As a white girl, my pale skin is something I can't remove. So when I hear comments like,
Oh honey, you're so pale it's cute, you're so light, you're practically see-through.
I get a little annoyed because I start thinking about the empty bottles of tanning lotion I see in the recycling bin, in my poor attempt to be darker than a ghost.
Well, have you tried a tanning booth or a day in the sun?
Yes, I have, and let me tell you, it's no fun to burn my skin and destroy my self-esteem, so please stop telling me. I wish my skin was like yours. These are microaggressions.
I don't find your comments offensive, it just makes me think about how your words define your opinion of me.
Make no mistake, we aren't psychologically damaged to the point of no return. It kind of makes us want to raise our eyebrows.
Honestly, we just brush it off and continue with our lives.
We really are just micro-offended. But let's look at the bigger picture of racism.
Actual racism. You use the N-word as if you don't know its history.
Or generalize all white people to be uppity and racist.
History's history for a reason and we can't do anything about that. But we're not going to make things better by repeating it.
There will always be hate,
But why go back? Never mind the jokes, they aren't all bad. I mean, who doesn't love a good laugh?
it's not as bad as before, but it still exists.
But suddenly, somehow, the roles are switched.
It breaks my heart to hear white people say,
Honestly, I hate white people. We are seriously the worst.
because it subconsciously reinforces the idea of white people now feeling guilty for something white people did decades before them.
I thought we were past that. And answer me this, how is it funny for a dark-skinned individual to pat flour and pale foundation on their face, but if someone like me would put dark foundation on my face, I would be labeled as a racist regressive? If we can't define what's right and wrong, we are led to actual historic regression.
It seems as though you expect the world to treat you differently.
When you're doing the very thing we didn't like to begin with.
Although there are no signs telling me where I can and can't drink from,
Why do we feel the need to see the comfort of our own groups?
and whisper behind the backs of those who are different from us,
I am more than the stereotypes you see on TV.
So why don't you do a little bit of research?
Before you put a label on me. They say if you only have love for your own race, you only leave space to discriminate.
We can't create these labels, it just leads to division. A country of inequality is
Not what our ancestors envisioned.
We have learned from generations before that we are
One nation with liberty and justice for all. And if we want to solve the problem, we have to stop silencing each other. Take a journey in my shoes. There's so much I want to say and so much we can do. Let's stop for a moment and be real with each other. Let's voice our opinions and speak out to one another.
We shouldn't be afraid to speak out about our emotion.
To learn from the past and continue the notion
That equality is something we all wish for, even though we don't always agree with each other. Black,
white,
straight,
gay,
let's stop justifying our ignorant habits with events we can't change. Acknowledge our past
and change in the future by being more cautious of what we say to each other. It's okay to joke. I know you mean no harm.
I love your compliment, so continue on. We are different but equal, each with our own lives and values, so why don't we take a step back, see the big picture, and see life beyond our boundaries?